Hey, what is going on guys? My name is Zen and welcome to the channel. Dragon SC Classic just introduced a new rune system, and today I will walk you through everything you need to know about runes, from all the different types of runes, the stats that you can get, how to reroll the stats, how to choose the type of runes for your character, and many more. Without further ado, let's begin the video. In simple terms, runes are special items that let you further boost your character's attack and defense stats. There are currently two types of runes in the game: attack runes and defense runes. Attack runes focus on boosting your damage stats, such as physical attack, magic attack, critical, strength, agility, intellect, and many more. Defense runes, on the other hand, give you survivability stats like defense, magic defense, HP, VIT, and similar bonuses that help you stay alive longer. Runes also come in different rarity. Currently, there are only two rune grades: rare grade and epic grade runes. When the Green Dragoness is released to the game, a new unique grade rune will be introduced as well. Since calling the names by their grades are really boring, I am giving them a new name. Rare grade runes will now be called blue runes, orange grade runes will be tanger runes, and purple runes are, well, prunes. You can obtain blue runes and tanger runes from clearing the new Archbishop Nest. While blue runes drop in abundance in both modes, tanger runes are exceedingly rare in normal mode and drop in low numbers for hell mode. You should take note that runes can only be obtained from level 50 Nest. 40 level content like Sea Dragon, Manticore, and Apocalypse Nest will not drop runes. Every rune comes with stats in different colors. These stat colors range from green all the way to red, and there are some differences between the three grades of runes. I know this is starting to sound confusing, so let me give you an in-game example. Tanger runes have 4 stats attached to them, and the stat color can range from green all the way to red. The color quality is similar to the game's equipment system, with green being the weakest color grade and red being the strongest. Blue runes, however, only have 3 stats attached to them, and the stat color starts from green but caps at purple. This means that blue runes not only have 1 fewer stat than tanger runes, but the highest level stat that it can provide is 1 grade lower as well. Meanwhile, the future unique grade rune or the prune will have 5 stats attached to them, and there is a chance that final damage can be obtained. For blue runes and tanger runes, you will not be able to get any final damage stat out from them. Runes of all grades can have a maximum of 2 duplicate stat types. For example, a tanger rune might roll with 2 attack power and 2 critical stats. These rolls are completely RNG based, but the key thing to remember is that each stat type can only appear twice. Now, here is the cool thing about the rune system. You can freely swap your runes anytime to fit different situations. This gives you the flexibility to keep multiple rune sets in your inventory and switch them depending on the stage or party setup. For example, let's say your character already has 65% critical rate without any runes. In raids, you can easily push that up to around 89% because of your party composition. But remember, not every party for a 4-man nest will have mercenaries and archers to give you that extra crit buff. That's where rune swapping really shines, especially for players who are not playing mercenary or archer classes. You can replace your current runes with critical focus ones to boost consistency and maintain high DPS. In short, adjust your runes based on your team's composition so that you will always deal steady, reliable damage no matter who you are partying with. If you are a mercenary or archer player and you already have 65% critical rate, there is no need for you to use rune swapping mechanic. This is because you will always be able to buff your critical rate to an acceptable level no matter where you go. Alright, now it is time for rune recommendations, and we will start with the attack runes. For most classes, the best options are usually either pure attack focus runes or pure critical focus runes. Attack focus runes gives you 2 physical or magic attack stats plus 2 main stats of either strength, AGI, or INT depending on the class that you are using. If you are buying or using blue runes, then the attack focus rune will only have 1 main stat instead. Critical focus runes on the other hand provide 2 physical or magic attack stats plus 2 critical stats. And if you are using the blue runes, then the critical focus rune will only have 1 attack stat instead. Now, which attack rune you decide to use comes down to your critical rate in town. At the level 50 cap, the soft crit cap is around 65% or roughly 11,000 crit in value terms. You generally want to maintain at least 65% crit to ensure consistent DPS. So here's the breakdown. If your crit rate is below 65%, go for critical focus runes first to reach the soft cap. Once you are there, you can use an attack focus rune for your second slot. However, if your crit rate is already above 65%, go for attack focus runes instead for both slots for maximum damage output. You can refer to the decision tree chart here to see which rune you should go for. When it comes to defense runes, the best stats to look for are defense, magic defense, max HP or VIT, depending on what your class needs the most. MP recovery is okay as a secondary option, not necessary but nice to have. Anything else is generally not worth it. How you choose defense runes will be based on your overall budget. You can refer to the decision tree here to decide which runes to get. I would recommend using 2 double HP runes to increase your HP pool, and then fill the remaining slots with double defense or magic defense, whichever your class lacks. Double HP runes are highly recommended for squishier classes like academics, archers, and sorcerers. For tankier or balanced classes like clerics and warriors, double HP isn't mandatory. You can instead go with double defense or double magic defense depending on which stat you are short on. Personally, I like to balance my defense and magic defense percentages to stay consistent in all situations. Now you might also be wondering, what is the actual difference between going double HP and double VIT? Here is the breakdown. VIT increases both your max HP and a small amount of physical defense. Max HP runes, on the other hand, directly boost only your HP. Based on my own testing using 1 double VIT and 1 double HP blue rune, both with unique tier stats, the HP gain from VIT runes is slightly lower than that from pure HP runes. The extra defense you get from the VIT bonus is also negligible, typically less than 1% increase in physical defense. Therefore, it's generally better to use max HP runes to maximize your total HP pool. However, if VIT runes are significantly cheaper in the trading house, they are still a solid budget alternative since the HP difference is not game-changing. If you have already cleared the Archbishop Nest, you will find that runes take up a lot of inventory space. And when I say a lot, I mean literally half of a page if you do not clear your inventory. Luckily, we can disassemble the runes that have bad stats to reroll our good stat runes. For those that love gacha, there is a reroll mechanic for this system. Both the blue rune and Tangier rune can be disassembled, costing you 5 gold per piece for blue runes and 8 gold per piece for Tangier runes. Once you disassemble the runes, you get an item called Dragon Rune. This is the item that allows you to reroll the rune stat color. Let's try it out so that you understand this better. To use the item, just right click on the Dragon Rune and a menu will pop up. Select the rune which you want the color to change. Hit refine and the stat color changes. Now, this item does not change the stat type but only the color. As such, you want to select runes that already have good stats for your character before rerolling them. Another thing that is good to know is that all 3 stat colors will change when you use this item. Even when the existing rune has the highest legendary red stat, it can still be downgraded when you reroll it. However, when this happens, just don't press apply if the stats are not better than your existing ones. There is a cash shop item that allows you to reroll the stat type. However, I personally think that this is not worth your hard-earned money since it is relatively easy to farm for new runes by clearing the Archbishop Nest. Plus, we can also buy the runes with gold directly from the trading house, so there isn't any reason for us to spend real money to reroll the stats. Speaking of trading house, you can sell the runes that have good stats by listing it in the trading house. Rare grade runes require 1 seal stamp to be sealed, while epic grade runes require 2 seal stamps. Since this is a level 50 item, low-grade seal stamps do not work on the runes. Instead, you can head over to Merchant Peril, open the level 50 Goddess shop, and trade your Goddess Breath for 2 seal stamps every week. You can check the prices of the runes in the trading house to know if the runes you have are valuable or not. For non-valuable runes, you can just disassemble them to get more dragon runes for rerolls. Meanwhile, for valuable runes, try to reroll the stats to at least epic or better. And that's all about it for this guide. Let me know in the comments below if there are any other rune tips you can share with us. As always, I appreciate each and every single one of you. This is Zen, signing out.